しこかせてもらうぜ。
終わらせる気だ。
まるで泣き顔のような。
Seen the TV show BAKI, Netflix special. YUJIRO HANMA got that back. You know that back that all the demons.
Demon back YUJIRO HANMA.
They all fear. You ever wonder how you get that back? I'm gonna put you on to a lot of the workouts that I do. Normally I don't get to share this information, but I get this chance to do it today. So I want all you guys to write it down. Save this video, like, comment, share, subscribe to my boy ScottBERNARD channel. And I know y'all should know my face by now. This is the Superhero Zero. How you get it back like YUJIRO HANMA. Did you know that you do not need a gym to do shrugs or to work on your trap muscles? See how you're able to see them flex? I'm not in the gym right now. What a lot of people don't realize is they lack creativity, and creativity is in all of us. Think about how the motions are used. There's two ways that I like to do it. Since we're outside, I'm gonna enjoy the P-bars. I'm gonna show you elevated version, and I'm gonna also show you the version that I do on the ground. And yes, you can do shrugs from a pushing position. Just watch. If you understood the last workout, but you always feel free to try it at home. Hands-on, try it. Because if you don't, you won't understand how it's gonna click for your muscles, how it affects your muscles, how you're supposed to use your muscles and the motions of the workout. Person flexes, that's particularly the muscles that are used, and the way they flex from that angle is also the way you can tell what workouts and muscles are used. A lot of people use the row motion to build a big back. Row motion is important, whether it's with dumbbells, a barbell, cables. It's important because you gotta learn those muscles need to contract and a pulling factor. It's almost like you're having a tug of war versus life. Whatever way you choose, whatever exercise, it's you versus gravity. You can do these type of workouts that involve this motion in all environments and in the gym. I have resistance bands here, the extra tension. That extra tension is what helps build that muscle to stay contracted and tight, to look the way it does. Artists, how they make these sculptures, these spears, you can't hit it from only one angle. You hit it from all these angles. There's several. To sculpt the muscle, you have to make sure that while you're working out, you don't just work out the same angle, in full range of motion.
So how many reps and sets of that?
I recommend 3 per level. Upper back, and then your lats, your wings is where you want to focus on, which is located somewhere in the middle. No one wants to idolize the cobra look, but doesn't understand the pain that it takes. Now imagine someone actually carving your skin. Those are the reps, basically. Remember this right here. R-E-D, red. It's a color, right? It's an acronym, and I want you to understand why I use this acronym. It keeps the memory fresh. What it takes to keep my look, or to keep my muscle at the performance level that it's at. Red, R-E-D. Repetition equals definition. Repetition equals definition.
I like that.
Whether it's abs, chest muscles, biceps, it's always the same process, including with the legs, your whole body. That's how it works. So I'm gonna give you a demonstration on this workout. And I want you to pay attention to the muscles that are activated and how I do the workout. How you go about it, throwing motion, downward, middle, upper. You're doing sculpting your muscle, training your muscle, abuse it, whatever you want to call it.
What was the name of the workout?
Basically a row. It's a rowing motion. It's the motion of your elbows leaning backwards towards your torso, contracting your back muscles. Of course, a little bit of your biceps are activated. Yes, in the workout you will feel your biceps. That's why it's also excellent for biceps. But it's important because it's a back workout. Having a strong back gives you a lot of abilities and different power and strength. But I still manage to take my time, and I love taking my time because on steady pacing of each of those reps, blood flow, contraction. The thing a lot of people don't also realize is they are born or either built their own strong muscles. Either way, you have them. You can see by body fat. And gradually, I like to keep the secret around at about 5.5 body fat, so you can see a lot of my muscle. Mention that I work definitely on the muscles individually, vascularity, aesthetics, it's all one. But like I said, you guys have to focus on that motion, that pulling motion. Make sure that you can feel your lats, your back almost hunched over, and just pull. Concentrate all of your energy on that one muscle when you use it. Motion is now what we're talking about because we covered the row. The row is important. Go home, Google back muscles, think about it. You know, do some of the homework.
The Ron boys, the upper trapezes, lower trapezes.
Man, diligent. To make a long story short, we talked about the row. Now we talk about the pull down. Pull down. You ever heard the commercial? Red Bull gives you wings. Everybody knows that. Barber, the ball, taking a sip, however you want to call it. Those pull-ups is what give you wings. It's what gives you strong lattiments that you need. Angles. You got it. Close grip. You want to keep your hands as close as you can possible together, and you just want to pull the bar down. Neutral. Neutral grip is pretty much where your shoulders rely. Basically, straight up. That position. Then you have wide. Wide, I would say, is the best recommendation for strong back, wings, bigger back, cobra back, however you want to describe it. But like I said, angles is important. The way you choose to do the reps is also important. I choose not necessarily slow and steady, even though usually my warm-ups are. Make sure I shock that muscle into realizing that we're about to get some work. At times, you gotta understand the angle at which the pull-up is done. A lot of people choose to pull up, and they see the pull-up and they assume that it's this motion, almost chest out to the bar. Everything looks like you're pushing it forward. But what a lot of people don't realize is, in order to activate your back the way you're supposed to, even the strength for a muscle up, you have to actually pull down with the bar in front of you. To pull down, your lats will stay outward, they will stay flexed and gain the contraction that's necessary in that workout. And a lot of people realize it when they do it that way, almost normally cuts their reps in half. Because it's a lot more intense, it's a lot more control, it's a lot of friction, blood flow is different, even your level of breathing might be more complicated. Pull down is definitely equally as important as the row motion. The pull down motion in a close grip would basically give you the interior. It's almost similar and easier to remember as you remember close inside, wide outside. You know, the outside of the back is also best used when you do weighted. A lot of people think when they're first starting with pull-ups, they can't do weighted pull-ups, or they can't even hold on to the bar at all. There's multiple ways of doing that. Do not own a resistance band. I will show you how you can simply jump and hold. There is no excuse. Look at my face. Don't call me superhero for no reason. But I meet regular humans. I feel like an alien. Pain is temporary. It's tatted. And a lot of people don't realize that. When you choose to set a goal, you have to deal with everything that comes with it. It's not a challenge if it's not challenging. We already know this. Pain is pleasure. In this world we live in the fitness community, pain is pleasure. If you're not getting paid from your workout, then where's the pleasure? ways to grow. Let me give you a demonstration. So the weighted pull-up, to add that extra, you know, a little bit of spice, take on the work. It all matters because at some point your body will become very comfortable and adjusted with the workouts that you choose to do. This is why changing the angles are very, very important when doing these workouts. Rows, and as I said, the pull down, both of these motions are, once again, important when it comes down to the back motion, but when it comes down to the weighted pull, it adds more muscle contraction, it forces more control, it also actually forces you in a way to better your breathing. Understand is the hardest way to breathe is when this part of their body is all tense and tight. All the muscles are tightening up, it leaves less room for the abs. I mean, less room for the lungs to expand. For example, an L pull-up. Most people, once they hold on in the L position, it makes it hard to breathe. There's no room for your abs to expand. There's multiple benefits to the weighted pull-up. Weighted pull-up's also important when you want to get good form on your pull-up, when you want to force that discipline. I hate to use the word force, but a lot of people need to think like that because we're too comfortable. We get comfortable with, oh, we can do 3 pull-ups now, we can do 4 muscle-ups, or we can do a couple of chin-ups. That was never the goal. The goal is to see how much better you can get day after day. Now, with that being said, you want to add some type of weight. Brick is definitely a good amount of weight to add. But if you're just a beginner and you finally got your set of pull-ups, you might be a little timid of that brick. Get a resistance band. Get somebody to just hold on to your shirt. Little resistance at a time. Add it on will increase the amount of contraction in that muscle, and it will definitely define that muscle, as I said before. Red. Just think red. Every single workout, just think red, and I promise you the definition will occur. Body fat is the only thing that shadows our muscles. Strictly body fat. Less body fat gives you more appearance on the muscles that you want to look at. When it comes down to certain muscles, you can't show any other way. The less body fat you have, the more those muscles pop, the more of the angles of the muscles you see, the more the devastation, triumph you can see in the muscles, all the pain, all the work, all the process. So put that work in, and remember, subscribe, Superhero Zero, Scott Bernhard, both our pages. Add me on YouTube, definitely hit me up on Instagram, like, subscribe, share, do all the things you know you're supposed to do, because we doing nothing but helping you. We want to see you guys become these superhumans. The same type of superhuman I believe I'm in now. Remember, Superhero Zero. And that's how you get it back like BAKI Hanma or the Hanma bloodline.
YUJIRO HANMA, the demon back.
Ain't play Scott. The loaded one, James Bond golden gun. Can't touch this MC who go more hammer than Odin's son. You know this, but then again they ain't recognized Oprah once. But your man going out like Clip's couch when the sofa sunk. Is this quantity or quality? Queen's dealer on a Hollis street, gon' tell me about a doper run. I'm Chinatown opium. You don't want the smoke, 'cause